Welcome to the Mystery of Inner Fire.
So listen, you really should come to mystery school, because you know what it's about? It's really about ignition. And we really need our ignition points, our access points. And I'm going to do a whole mystery school on that. And you know why you need to come? Because you're needed in the world, and we're giving you some, and we're giving each other some tremendous stuff that is coming on that is needed for this time to make the difference. So please come.
Jean Houston is one of the mothers of the humanistic psychology movement, the growth potential movement. She is a force of nature. She is intellectually stimulating. I'm just blown away by her. She's met so many different people. She's traveled around the world. She's done consulting. She works with the UN.
Her mind is so active. She is always thinking. She's always putting things together.
I believe it was Buckminster Fuller who said that Jean's mind should be declared a national treasure, and I truly believe that's the case.
She would break into Italian or French or Greek or any other language on earth, or sing an aria or whatever. I mean, the intellect is huge.
She's got such a command of history, of the ancient religions, of things that are happening now, command of what's happening in the world because of her work that she's done all over the world with the Aborigines, the indigenous people, the importance of preserving culture.
It's just very interesting to hear her talk, and she's hilariously funny. I really appreciate her humor. That is a large part of what I enjoy here, is the humor.
Each one of you is a missing link. You are living in the most mythic times in human history. Mystery schools have always arisen in mythic times. In mythic times. In times either of big time trouble or big time shifts in ways of being, in culture and consciousness. And they serve to co-create and to train their participants in new ways of being, new ways of serving the story of the time, so as to create a more positive and creative shift to a world that works for the self, for the family, the community, the region, the world. Mystery schools have been arenas of safety where great work can be done, harbors of deepening, so as to access the infrastructure of your higher calling for self and society.
You know, when I first met Jean, I was already the mayor. I'd already been elected the mayor. And I talked to her about it. She told me it must be a lot of fun. And I was overwhelmed by the drudgery and responsibility. But what she helped me do was to get away from that story and to bring this other more vibrant story into the life of the mayor. So I was able to see myself and feel very comfortable as the mayor to be the hood ornament of my community and to take on this mythic role and mirror that for the community so they could see themselves in this new light. That made a tremendous difference in my community, tremendous.
The effect of Mystery School for me has really been that it's encouraged me and supported me to make the changes in my life that I wanted to. I was a university professor. I've left that. I'm in the process of constructing a new livelihood, and so I've been supported in moving in that direction by my participation in Mystery School.
I've been coming to Mystery School for 4 years. I'm starting my 5th year. Started in 2003, and it gets better every year. I keep coming back because, one, I learn new things every time, and also because I'm growing and able to take advantage of and participate more in every year that I do this. I'm much more alive and awake and aware than I was in 2003.
Jean and Peggy Rubin, her teaching associate, are I'd say two of the most compatible beings on this planet. They have such a deep regard. You can feel their deep regard for each other and for their body of work and for what each one brings to the Mystery School process. They both bring different, very different components.
It's a recipe for magic, because you have a blending of very, very diverse and distinct approaches and teaching styles in Peggy Rubin and Jean Houston side by side. So it's an almost seamless flow between. And the two of them seem to play together as they teach. I think that helps all of us who are students in the process too. It's exciting, it's dynamic.
Jean Houston began her mystery school 24 years ago. It is her way of honoring ancient schools across the world and across history, where women and men gathered to explore and decipher the great mysteries and their resonance and application in order to live more freely and more fully. The weekends are designed to provide rich experiences, embracing sacred psychology, a synthesis of history, music, theater, the world's cultures, societies, and peoples, philosophy, theology, comedy and laughter, science, fact, fiction, and fantasy, metaphysics, and general joy. Mystery School is both experiential and experimental. We stretch our bodies with psychophysical exercises, explore realms of psyche and spirit, create personal and community expressions of art, high play, and journey through rare dimensions of consciousness. Joined by a staff of eminent artists, we learn movement, music, and dance from many ages and countries. We participate in visionary ceremony and high drama. We empower one another, embracing our transformations. All the exercises and processes involve intentional restructuring of physical, psychological, and imaginal life to enable the activation of many of our extraordinary human potentials. For the serious student, great gains can be made. And for the merely interested, inspiration and community will be found. Mystery School is intellectually vigorous, psychologically challenging, spiritually demanding, and exhilarating. It requires a commitment to be open and available to the deep inner self. It is also frequently hilarious and satiric. The work itself is mystifying, stimulating, depth-sourcing, soul-charging, and always celebrational. In the 23 years since its beginning, thousands of people have made this journey, learning profound and elegant truths about themselves and their true nature.
I really do believe that Mystery School is for anybody who has ever asked a question about what life is and how it is that they live. I believe that anybody who wants to explore anything will find a home in Mystery School.
I would say open up to the mystery. This would probably be one of the best things you can do in terms of stepping out of the box, stepping out of what's predictable. If you really want to get out in the world and do what you're here to do and be supported by a community and by geniuses who already know what is needed and how you can be a part of that, Mystery School is for you.
If anyone is considering this Mystery School and you decide to do it, it'll probably be the greatest gift you've ever given to yourself.
The day will come when, after harnessing the ether, the winds, the tides, gravitation, we shall harness for God the energies of love. And on that day, for the second time in the history of the world, humanity will have discovered fire.
The Mystery of Inner Fire weekends will take place at the 200-acre Institute of Noetic Science Retreat Center, located just 1 hour north of San Francisco in Petaluma, California. On March 16th to 18th, May 25th to 27th, September 14 to 16, October 26th through 28th, and December 7th through 9th. The Mystery of Inner Fire week-long intensive Ignition Points will be held July 14th through 20th at the Southern Oregon University campus in the quaint and eclectic town of Ashland, Oregon. Will you join the quest?